Peace, everybody. What's good? This is the boy Coach Malachi Williams, and you are now tuned to New Media Today USA Boxing. Let's go. All right, everybody, look. I'm going to get straight to the goddamn point. Now, I've been looking at this situation with Oscar Valdez, right? This is my last time talking about Oscar Valdez. And I've been wrong about the entire situation in my live shows. Why are we mad at Oscar Valdez? It's not Oscar Valdez's fault that he got popped for using a PED on the banned substance, according to VADA. It's not Oscar Valdez's fault that he gave a statement saying that he never cheated before, even though he got popped for a banned substance. It's not his fault. The fault falls on Mauricio Sulaiman, and the fault falls on one guy in particular, and I'm going to get to him and I'm going to address him. According to Mike Carpenter, the WBC has put Oscar Valdez on probation. So for all of you guys, you pro Oscar Valdez fans out there who saying, oh, he didn't do anything wrong, let me ask you a question. Why would you put a man on probation if he didn't do anything wrong? Why would you put a man on probation if, according to you, the substance that he took was not a PED? If it wasn't a PED and he did nothing wrong, why is he being put on probation? And guess what? This is the kicker, according to Mike Carpenter. So basically, the WBC has said this. They said, hey, listen, check this out, baby boy. This is what we're going to do. We're going to allow you to fight. You got popped for a PED. Then Mauricio Sulaiman said it's not a PED, even though on the VADA list, it is a PED, right? And then he turned around and said, we're going to let you fight, we're going to let you do what you're going to do, but guess what? We're going to put you on probation. If he didn't do anything wrong, why would you put him on probation? So he's been put on probation for what? Doing nothing wrong? So this guy's been put on probation for doing nothing wrong. Then this is the kicker. Then they turn around and say this, oh, but if he get caught using any other substance within the next 12 months or whatever the case may be, if he gets popped for doing any other PED, which is not a PED, amphetamine allegedly, if that's not a PED, if he gets popped for anything else, guess what? They are going to suspend him from the sport of boxing for 1 year. So you're going to suspend him from the sport of boxing for 1 year. And guess what? Guess if he gets popped with using amphetamine again, that is one of the reasons why they will suspend him for 1 year. So that doesn't even make any sense to me. Wait a minute. So amphetamine is not a PED, but if he gets popped with using amphetamine again, you're going to suspend him for a year for a substance that's not a PED, but it's on the banned list. I am confused. So you know what? All you pro Oscar Valdez and pro narrative pushing channels and fans out there, you got it, dog. You got it. You're right. Whatever you say, whatever Mauricio Sulaiman say, Oscar Valdez, continue to do what you're doing, sir. Cheat, take all the drugs you want. But guess what, though? David Benevidez got stripped of his WBC title last time I checked. So this is for all you pro-ethnicity pushers out there. David Benevidez is Mexican-American. He was born over here in America, right? Oscar Valdez is born in Mexico. Canelo Alvarez is born in Mexico. He's Mexican. So check this out. Canelo Alvarez got popped dirty for using a PED, clenbuterol. He got punished. He got suspended for 6 months, right? David Benevidez got popped for using cocaine. He wasn't even training for a fight or getting ready for a fight, and he wasn't even on fight night. He got stripped of his WBC title. That's how Canelo Alvarez ended up getting that belt at 168, right? And then Oscar Valdez get popped for using a PED, a banned substance, and guess what? He gets to fight. He don't get stripped. He don't get suspended. Oh, they put him on probation. But yet, why would you put him on probation? But according to you, Oscar Valdez supporters, he didn't do anything wrong. If the man didn't do anything wrong, he wouldn't be on probation. So they put him on probation for nothing? Doesn't make any sense to me, but hey, it's trying to make sense out of nonsense. So it's okay. Listen, this is for all the fighters out there. Use all the PEDs you want. Use all the drugs you want. The WBC will let you slide. Doesn't matter. They will let you slide. Now, those same pro Oscar Valdez fans, keep that same energy if Errol Spence get popped for a PED. Keep that same energy if Caleb Plant get popped for a PED. Keep that same energy if Terrence Crawford or Tank Davis or anybody else get popped for a banned substance. Keep that same energy. Guess what? You won't. You want to know why? Because it doesn't fit your narrative. As I said before, if you didn't have a double standard, you wouldn't have a standard at all. But I'm going to tell you something that Canelo Alvarez David Benevidez did not have in common with Oscar Valdez. Guess who Oscar Valdez got on his team? Bob Arum. Bob Arum, sir, you are one of the biggest crooks, if not the biggest crook, in the sport of boxing. I don't care nothing about doing an interview with you, sir. I don't care nothing about doing an interview with Mauricio Sulaiman. Both of y'all are crooks as far as I'm concerned. I'm not mad at Oscar Valdez. Oscar, continue to take all the drugs and PEDs you want. Take all of it you want, right? Because guess what? You got some powerful people backing you. So it's not Oscar Valdez's fault, guys. We should not be mad at Oscar Valdez. Let's look at old-ass, crushed-ass Bob Arum and old-ass, crushed-ass Mauricio Sulaiman. The sooner you guys get out of the game, the better, because you guys are the problem. Now, corruption has been rampant in the sport of boxing for years. There have been several fighters who have been popped dirty. Black fighters have been popped dirty, white fighters have been popped dirty, and Latino fighters have been popped dirty. You see what I'm saying? Hispanic fighters have been popped dirty, right? So guess what? So it goes all across the board. And depending on who the person is, that determines what the outcome is going to be. So it has nothing to do with race, none of that. Boxing is a corrupt sport. Bob Arum, boy, Oscar Valdez, boy, you got the Bob father on your team, boy. The Bob father pull some strings for you, and now guess what? You're able to fight. Now, Oscar Valdez is fighting Robson Conseco. He's a black man from Brazil. I hope like hell that he beats Oscar Valdez's ass. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do it, because Oscar Valdez has his PED. Not only that helps you cut weight, but this PED also increases your stamina and endurance. It increases your stamina and endurance. So when this guy's getting tired on Rob Conseco, you know what I mean? And Oscar Valdez is not getting tired, and he ends up picking up the pace, and he beats this guy. As far as I'm concerned, there's always gonna be an asterisk by that fight. But guess what? I ain't mad at you, Oscar. Continue to take all the drugs you want, because you got Mauricio Sulaiman on your team. You got Bob, the Bob father, Bob Arum on your team. So take all the dope you want, baby boy. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you, because you are connected. You see what I'm saying? You are connected to the Bob father. Bob Arum, you are a crook. I am not like the Alphabet Boy channels. I'm not gonna buck dance and shuck and jive when you come on my show. I ain't gonna be none of that. I'm gonna ask you some direct, strict questions. Not here to be friends. Guess what? I'm not worried about that. Don't make me know, never mind. But Bob Arum, this is what Canelo Alvarez didn't have in his corner. If Canelo would have had Bob Arum in his corner, he never would have got suspended. If David Benevidez had Bob Arum in his corner, he never would have got stripped. You see what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Don't do as I do, do as I say. You see what I'm saying? So, rules for others don't apply to certain people, especially when you hooked up with certain promotional companies. I hope you get it. So, guys, listen. Let's not bang on Oscar Valdez anymore. It's not Oscar Valdez's fault that he got popped dirty for using a PED. It's not his fault. It's not his fault that he is allowed to keep his belt, even though David Benevidez is stripped. It's not his fault that he is allowed to potentially harm this guy or hurt this guy in the next fight, because he may have increased stamina from taking this drug that allows him to cut weight a lot easier and also give him stamina and endurance. It's not his fault. It's the fault of the commission. It's the fault of Mauricio Sulaiman, and it's the fault of Bob Arum. I can't say it's Bob Arum's fault. Bob Arum looking out for his investment. Boxing is a corrupt sport. And is it going to get cleaned up? Hell no. It's not going to get cleaned up. Forget it. It's been corrupt from the beginning, and it's going to stay corrupt. So now we know what time it is. So all of the other fighters, guess what? If you want to pop dirty and get away with it, you better go get with Bob Arum and the Bob father. And that's all I got to say about that. Other than that, this boy Coach Malachi Williams, representing for New Media Today USA Boxing. Signing out. Listen, tune in 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. New Media Today USA Boxing. Sunday through Friday, we are on 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Tune in. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Other than that, peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.